Good afternoon, everyone. I'm broadcasting from the capital FCT of Abuja. I'm the protagonist, Honorable Ibrahim Satnandazi, and I bring to you another episode of New Wave Media. Well, today we're going to be talking about current issues and trending topics, especially what's going on in the markets now. It's confusing on how men treat our women today. There are no gentlemen anymore. You know, they are more of like there are no ladies and gentlemen. There are more hoes and guys. So we're stuck in a position where we have to compromise as men to a certain level, and as women also, it's relatable to both genders. And I believe through my insights and my colleagues' insights, you might learn a thing or two if you pay close attention.
Yeah. Good day, Mr. Ibrahim. It's nice to be on this episode with you.
Yeah.
Long we had like an insightful topic like this and quite a sensitive one too. So yeah, let's rub minds and see how do you see about the dating market, or is it the Gen Z?
Gen Z. We like to give names. Gen Z, Gemini.
because you find out with in our day-to-day lives, like the women of nowadays, they keep on broadcasting if it's no money, and it's only a hoe that actually asks that man that surrounds our whole personality. In as much as yes, it's a very critical and a very needed ingredient to any relationship and to the forging of any cause. But painting it and making it look like you didn't come from a home where you were raised cordially. First thing you ask him, if you send you 5k for airtime, guys have not even spoken for up to 3 hours.
It's very shameful, and fully you have to look at it from a broader point of view, because even on the scale of intellectuals and like the government, if there are provisions for women to be able to get some access to money, it will make them less superficial and less drawn
more
into
useful.
more useful and impactful as youths. And
generally true.
You see the way they handle themselves in public now, women dressing half naked, no bras, no underwear. We're living as if we're living in Sodom and Gomorrah.
And is it just in Nigeria? Almost all over the world, even they post themselves like that, even as a public place. I think nowhere is as public as the internet right now.
Absolutely.
You can go there and show your merchandise for free.
So
you
post yourself, and you understand that because it is now a transactional operation. Love has been thrown out of the window
completely.
There was a time that you would fall in love with a woman and a man would fall in love with her. They would start something together. They would create a connection. They would build a life together.
Wow.
But now the pursuit is someone that is built already. Even as a woman, when I sat in a certain space with some certain thinkers, and the conversation came up of how about having a very hardworking woman and an intellectual woman.
Wow.
But some men, they brought out the statement of sugar moon, and I'm not in accordance to that sort of trade.
Because when you get to look, and if you take everything into being like projecting it into a financial, the man might just tend to feel like you just want to use him for your gains or to enhance your cause, or maybe do your BBL things that just make you more pronounced and more advertised to the liking of other men, not being cajoled. Because a man, when a man gets a wife, he gets a good thing. He wants it to be his property and his alone, not to Even as much as he will also want his wife to be admired and be loved by the public and have a good humor, he also wants her to
Yeah,
be
she's,
shielded, yeah, to
yeah, and he's
actually
absolutely right. A man has every
be
right to think that way. Because a man is is a possessive animal by nature. If you've reached a point as a man that you
yeah.
want to possess and accumulate as much as you want to, it's competitive by nature.
Wow.
Men cannot sit down in a certain space for a certain amount of time without competing in some certain sense.
Okay. So his wife is also like a brag too.
It's a brag too. That's why sometimes there's a term called trophy wife,
Wow.
as if you won an award.
But yeah, I want to go to another topic, but I think this might be more sensitive. But the way things are shaping up and how things are going, the dating market is so hard. It's so hard to keep a good relationship going. There's always one fault or the other, this, that, that. Do we now? I think I was even seeing recently, was it on Snapchat, TikTok? A meme was coined that the woman just claimed she avoids situationship dating and we go to arrange marriage. That suits ladies better on the long run.
Arranged marriage, I'm a
Is that
very
what
big supporter
of it being arranged?
of it being arranged by your dad, your father of the household, and your mother.
Okay.
Because left to your own devices, to a certain sense, you
Yeah.
lack the ability to secure a man. That is what has left you in the dating market. Some say the street for so long. Secure him, you can't. So since you can't secure him, let someone help you do
Help
so.
you. True.
You take it as an insult.
True. True.
You have
Let
to look at
someone
it from
else
a
do the
logical
job
point
for
of
you.
view, and even as men, we don't take that long to find a wife. As far as your affairs are in order,
True.
as far as you're not eating and still plugging cashew from cashew tree.
And some men say it, some men try to hide from it. They say a critical role is mainly to give birth to the children, nurture them, take care of them until they have come off of age. So any other, it's not that she's coming there to come and change the man or give him special advices that will enhance his cause. The man is already settled and the woman is just coming there to bond the marriage and
Advice is
create the
cause.
family.
Yeah. Advice is cause is a long shot. In the sense that you are advising a certain person when you are not there or have not gotten there yet. If you want, there's a term coined from a very clever leader in Africa. Well, I'll not state his name because of some reason.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to climb trees,
Go to the monkeys.
the tiger
It's
can
very
still
true.
climb the tree.
Yeah.
The leopard can climb the tree. Cats can climb trees. But if you want to learn the best,
The experts.
the expert in
The field.
you go to anything. So I can't be trying to be a successful man and I'm taking advice and I'm not successful. It's laughable. At best, you give me comfort and I really appreciate that you take that into high consideration and homeliness. But
In
aside
the
that,
long run,
in the long run,
it's not a visible plan or anything. So some people, so arranged marriage might work for some when she begins to, because I feel like when they are younger, they are spoiled with so many options, confused here and there. No, he's too tall, he's too short, he's too. They create imaginary problems that are not there.
They are not there. That's the reality we live in right now. I've tried to tell like, women that are close to me, Prince Charming does not exist.
The perfect man.
He was a Disney character. You are mistaken.
The perfect man.
If the perfect man was ever there, he was Jesus Christ, the
True.
Redeemer.
True. Our savior.
He refused to get married to any of you guys. Because
Or he didn't say anyone fit to stay in
Force him
his
to-
garment.
to come and be his matrimonial. So, in a certain
He's
sense,
long gone. The perfection
that
is
perfection is not
yeah.
there. You yourself, you're still a work in progress.
Everyone is still building himself.
You're still building yourself to a certain sense. So if you already conclude in your head that you are built already and you do not need any assistance, then you as a man, you don't need a woman that needs, and a woman doesn't need you. But that's not how it works, because nature and God has put it for us to coexist.
True.
So
True.
you can fight, men has come, men are this, women are this, women are that. We must coexist.
We must coexist as one. We must work together.
So your best
Yeah,
bet is
a lot
to
of
try
people
and
say they are
understand.
unstoppable when they work together.
Unstoppable when they work together. If you find the right woman, we have seen power couples, Now, I was in a certain circle, they're having a conversation, and they talked about how Christian churches now, modern day churches, paint a certain picture in a certain sense on how young women, they don't really need marriage.
Okay.
So I've seen it affect the generation
Yeah.
to come. Is evident in the circumstances that we see just in front of us without even having a consensus or a consensus to be able to round those numbers up. So as
I think society tries to shape their mentality still that the perfect man exists somewhere, and you watch all these movies and people play a character in a role for you, and you expect that same trajectory,
and you expect that same trajectory
and reality is totally different
from that fantasy. Yes, you can go to your sleep, dream about it. You can even sleep with him in the dream. At best. But let that not cloud your vision
your
in
vision.
finding your husband.
Yes. Some people even come out outrightly and say they don't even want to get married, they don't want to have children. Yeah,
With time,
Yeah.
most especially a woman cannot live without companionship biologically. You cannot not have a companion. Even as a woman, as you sit down there, I don't need anybody, I don't need
So
a man, I
it
don't
gets
need-
it get miserable at some point.
At some point, you buy a pet,
You buy
you buy one small dog,
reality check will come at some point. That come on, man.
and come off it, man. Yeah, these guys, they try. Yeah, man, yeah, we have many mess ups. We're not the best out there. Nobody says we are, man. We have never come out as a group or a conglomerate and say we're the best creatures out there. No. We have caged most animals and have conquered the earth. So it is
It's
difficult
true,
to
it's
convince that certain man that you are above him in any certain sense. So you have to just understand us. And once you understand us, you understand we're very simple animals. Just cook me dinner, bath, go to work, come back, raise my children. I didn't say go to space and land with rocket ship and bring back the space shuttle, man.
Do the unimaginable.
You know?
And you see, like, I think they've even tried to create like a level playing field for women, and I think it was even John D. Rockefeller that brought about more women in the workforce, empowering them and giving them just a platform to showcase their skills, their talent. And a lot of women do well. You see areas like nursing, you see areas like a human resource manager. What other? Give me
The
some.
secretary,
Yeah, exactly.
healthcare workers,
The supportive
daycare
areas,
workers,
and
nurturing areas.
but
You know-
they still tend to play victimhood at some point, come out and say no. I had a something affair with my boss, this, that.
That's the issue with it.
So they still try to, and some of them just do it on purpose. You can see like most these footballers now, they will just come out, they say like Benjamin Mendy of Manchester City defender. They had over 11 or is it 12 counts of rape.
He's just
He
walking
came out
around raping females.
not guilty, all of them guilty. So
Wasted his time. So
in as much as we try to bring them along with this thing, in as much as some of these things happen,
they happen.
but on the long run, like they stain so many men's image. So some men just decide to distance themselves, keep them in the house, shut the door.
Shut the door.
Let us go to war.
You know?
And it gets complicated. They still bring about those roles and everything. And
those roles, you see, equality and equity are two separate things. If a woman is looking for equality and wants to be equal, she will really hate a man. Because men are competitors by nature. You are not serious. You are sleeping at night safe. You have the luxury of sleep. So you have to understand that equity is a separate thing. Where equity says that, where that I see that you cannot reach and I am able to help you, I'll help you to get there. And where I can't reach, you'll be able to assist me there. But not completely quality. So if you are lost in that delusion of finding that common ground, it will take time because we have so many traditional men, especially in Nigeria, that believe in the patriarchy.
True.
And they won't be convinced in a day or a few hours.
It's true. It's true.
So
it's true. Well, credit to them for trying the human endeavors, and even my church now is a woman that is leading it and to the best of our abilities, and yeah, some of them take on the role and execute it well, but I just feel they shouldn't overextend all those things, because
that's absolutely
just
correct.
Creating more
drift between the two
genders. Man won't want to be led by by any woman of any sort. It's not in his natural innate.
It's very difficult. A man will not be led by his compatriot, another man. It will be difficult to convince him, talk more of. But nevertheless, the day will come, and I believe that women are trying there's Okonjo Iweala, and there are some significant grades that would balance that playing field and would push our women, because we have very hardworking and beautiful women in Nigeria. You know, to an extent, they're stubborn some, but here we are. That is the gift God has given me.
It's true.
Everybody face your own gift, and
the beauty is in the weaknesses. It's true. So yeah, this is just giving like a small pep talk on the things going on in Nigeria, the youth as a whole, and how we're trying to consolidate and merge the gap between the differences of our agendas and the problems we face consistently. So yeah, over to you. So just give us your closing remarks.
So my closing remarks, I appreciate everyone watching this and promoting the movement of New Wave Media to get into the youth's ears and help them understand more on just small life hacks and understanding themselves more, and we can elevate ourselves together.
How can grow together? Yeah. Peace. Oh boy, no be